You know, business is about commitment. Business in whatever you are doing, you have to take it serious. That's why they say business after. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So in these days, youth, they don't want to go into long process. They they just want something that just within short period of time to make it. No, business is such like that. Any successful business, any business has a story to tell because you must start from somewhere, from scratch. In 19, I think in 1963, when the African leaders meet in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
The main reason was that Africa should be one.
Yes.
That was the main reason. There will be no visa.
Yes.
Let Africa be one head of state, whether the capital will be in Bangui or whatever it is, but let be one.
One army.
Well, yes, that was the prayer.
I like how you've shared your personal insight on that matter. If you watch what is happening, for a young boy like me to be talking about it right now on the media, that's to tell you that we are waking up. You understand? Yes. Africans are waking up. We are now understanding the importance. Because, for example, if there are goods or things Ghana people produce that we in Nigeria here we don't produce, we can be buying from Ghana. You know? Yes. So, for people like us now to be talking about it, that's to tell you the level of readiness and seriousness we have over uniting one Africa. So we are calling for United Africa. United Africa, let's be one. Marvel of the East, in the spirit of showing you the unseen side of Africa and showing you those holding the economy of Africa and Nigeria as a whole standing. I'm here with a northern businessman who moved from the north down to South River State, Port Harcourt, Transamadi, to establish his business. We are here to get his personal story on how he started as a young man to where he is now. Let's meet him. Hello, good day, sir.
Good afternoon.
So, what's your name?
My name is Gideon Mariamboro, okay. But my business name is Gideon Young Investment Enterprise.
Okay.
So actually, it's a long story because every business has a story to tell. I started from a truck driver. From there, I was able to make some money and started buying my own trucks, which from there, with time, so one day I just sat down, I came to realize that I need, so far I'm into the truck business, I need to start selling a spare part for heavy duty trucks, in which that is what make me to venture into the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as someone who moves from the north, you didn't get to specify your local government and your state so that people will also know.
Okay. I'm from Plateau State, from Barikila, the local government.
Okay. Moving down to River State here might be a little bit difficult. Can you tell us a little bit, because you said you moved from driver. Don't forget, say driver go be motorboy, yo.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that time when you started as a motorboy. How was life that time as a motorboy?
The life was very, very difficult for me.
Okay.
Because when I came to this town, there was nowhere to stay. I used to sleep in a mechanic workshop. I started as a conductor. From conductor, I became a driver. So from there, God helped me. I was able to save some money. From there, I took the challenge, I took the risk. I bought my first truck, I bought my second truck, the third truck, even the fourth truck. So that's where the journey started.
So that is where everything started.
Yes.
But as you know, the main purpose of this video is also to encourage young Africans who are also thinking about maybe starting a business or growing to this point where you are today as a CEO. You understand? So sometimes, when they see challenges, when they see little challenges, they feel discouraged. As someone who has passed through that phase in life, would there be anything you can still remember that you saw those days that you can also tell the young people now, so by the time they see it now, they will understand that it's part of the job, that they should be patient, and one day they will get past that level.
You know, business is about commitment. Business in whatever you are doing, you have to take it serious. That's why they say business. Business. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So in these days, youth, they don't want to go into long process. They they just want something that they just within short period of time to make it. No, business is such like that. Any any successful business, any business has a story to tell, because you must start from somewhere, from scratch. But anything that you want it now, that will not last, because it takes you time before you build it. So, and by the grace of God, when God help you make it, you will what? You will never take that business for granted, because you know the journey you take before you are able to put that business in place. So my advice to my friends,
The
the younger one, is that whatever they are doing, they should put a commitment into it. They should start firm, because there is a challenges in business, in lives.
So, okay.
So it, you should not expect once you just enter into business you will start seeing money. No, the business you build it gradually. It's gradually. It takes time.
So for someone who is into heavy duty parts, what are some of the major parts you have here that you sell parts?
We are into engine parts. We are into axle parts. We are into buying and selling second-hand trucks. We can buy a truck that is totally bad, but we can sample and we can fix it to a good
Standard, like
yes,
rebranding it.
yes, they rebanding it and sell it. We have so many things. We have filter, we have steering pump, we have clutch plate, we have engine parts, we have shafts, so many
So
of
many of
them.
them.
Yes.
And you don't have any specific brand you sell. Sure, you sell almost all the cars, right? Like from Max to
No, we basically based on Mack trucks, man diesel, and whole trucks. Yes, that's the truck that we based on.
Okay then. For someone who has also been into business for a long time, looking back in those days when you started and to where you are now, what are those things that when you remember as a person, it gives you joy?
No, there are so many things that I remember that give me joy. So many things that I remember that give me joy. There are so many things.
Now, just point out some few so that some people can also be inspired through
Things
them.
like what? I don't
Like
understand.
things you don't achieve in terms of achievement as a man. You understand? As a person who has built a business to this point, there are some things that when looking back, like, as I know you started single. I should be to me, and I believe you will be married by now.
I'm married with
Uh-huh,
kids.
those are
Yes, I'm married with kids, and I'm not into only one. I'm into farming.
okay.
I'm into I'm into farming. I'm into into building.
Okay, into building. That's into
Yes,
real estate.
not really
Real
into real
estate.
estate, but at least
Okay.
at my level now,
Okay.
to build and put for rent, all those kind of
Okay.
things. Yes,
Okay.
so we are into it.
Okay, but you said you made mention of farming, because if you watch what is happening in Africa now, you will discover that the one of the major challenge we are having now is food. So for someone who is taking it as a responsibility to go into farming, is something that is worth celebrating too. I would like to know more about the farming. What kind of crops do you cultivate? What is the plant?
We plant pepper, we plant irish, we plant cabbage, we plant carrot, we we plant cucumber, and the rest of them.
I believe all those planting happens in the north, not here.
No, yes, in plateaus, yes,
In
plateaus,
Plateau State.
yes, most of these things they are planting in plateaus and tomatoes. Oh, yeah, too.
Okay. So for someone who is also looking forward to maybe establishing a farm or maybe starting a farm, do you have any advice or encouragement or any words that you can tell, like basic things the person need to do to start?
No, the number one thing is finance. Because going to farming now, if you don't have a capital, you cannot go anywhere. You need a capital, and you need the experience, and you need someone that has been into it to guide you very well.
Okay.
And you will never regret it. Because there is money in farming.
Yes.
There is money in farming.
Exactly.
That's just it.
Yes.
Yes.
So if for just in case people come across this video and maybe people want to get this parts that you're selling here now, can it be delivered any parts in Nigeria here?
Why not?
But what if you get other outside Nigeria, like every other African country? Can you deliver to them?
That's even my prayer.
Okay.
My prayer is not just to be around this
Environment.
Yes, environment.
Want to go global.
Yes, want to be global.
So how would you feel if we have a borderless Africa, an Africa where a Nigerian man can move from Nigeria to Tanzania, maybe Lesotho, South Africa, without visa restrictions? How would you see it as a Nigerian businessman now? How would you see it?
That has been one of my best prayers, because in 1963, when the African leaders meet in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia,
Yeah.
are you getting me?
Yes.
The main reason was that Africa should be one.
Yes.
That was the main reason. There will be no visa.
Yes.
Let Africa be one head of state, whether the capital will be in Bangui or whatever it is, but let be one
army.
Well, yes, that was the prayer. That was the plan. But our leaders, they cannot listen, because it was Kwame
Nkrumah,
yes,
of
that
Ghana.
brought
Yes.
the idea.
Yes,
because he saw the white men.
What we are doing to
Yes,
us Africans.
yes, that was it. So that has been my prayer and see. Let me tell you something. The problem of Africa, the problem is leadership.
Okay.
That is the problem of Africa's. Is lack of leadership. If Africa to have a good leaders, all those will be a history. So that's just it.
I like how you've shared your personal insight on that matter. If you watch what is happening, for a young boy like me to be talking about it right now on the media, that's to tell you that we are waking up. You understand? Yes. Africans are waking up. We are now understanding the importance. Because, for example, if there are goods or things Ghana people produce that we in Nigeria here we don't produce, we can be buying from Ghana. Yes. So for people like us now to be talking about it, that's to tell you the level of readiness and seriousness we have over uniting one Africa. So we are calling for united Africa. United Africa, let's be one, so that we can thrive as a people, so that we can, so that we can compete with every other continent out there. And just in case someone sees this video and they'll be like, okay, I want to patronize this man. I want to buy from him. I want to place my order. I want to tell him to send me some of the goods since he's already into it. How can someone reach out to you, and how trusted are you?
No, once you come to business, business is all about trust. That is business for you. Because even as I'm talking to you now, there are some business that, like, some parts, some of my spare part here, they used to send it for me from north, and I've never seen the person for once for almost 3 years. Somebody connected me to him through phone. When I send him money, he send my goods. That's how I do it. So what I'm trying to say is that business is all about trust. Because without trust, there will not be business.
Exactly.
That is how it is. So once you come to trust, that one, forget about it by the grace of God. Because you cannot do this kind of business without trust. Because I have some customers, sometimes they will come with the challenges. Maybe they don't have money at that time. So we used to give them goods. Maybe after 2 or 3 days, or after 1 week, they pay us our money. All these things we do out of trust. But sometimes we lost our money from few of them. But even as that, we are still moving. Because business is all about trust.
Yes.
And if you notice this kind of people, tomorrow you cannot come with this kind of thing, and they cannot listen to you again. So that's just it.
Okay.
So if you need a good, once there is a trust here, we can whatever you are.
Okay, so then give us your personal details now. Your number.
Okay, like my WhatsApp.
Yes, WhatsApp
number is 081 38 77 4930.
Okay, that's if you're watching the video outside Nigeria, please don't forget to add our country code. That's the only way you can reach him. If you add the Nigerian country code, you add his personal number. That's to reach him in person. So is there any message you have in general for Africans to wake up? Would there be anything you have to say to them?
My advice to Africa is that we need to unite. We need to be one family. Because if you look at it, is that there is no point Nigeria, if now you are going to Ghana, you get a visa. See, you are going to South Africa, it's business. The only way the Africa country will move forward is when we unite. When we are patronized one another commodity. That's the only way we'll go forward. Because the white, they are here to take our resources and go. They have used us.
And sorry to cut you. Do you know these borders we have, these imaginary borders we have? They planted it here. Do you know?
I know.
They planted it.
I know.
We were moving among ourselves. So before they came and divided us, now ever since they divided us, we still don't want to wake up to meet back our brother, because there is no difference between me and you now to someone who is in Kenya. You understand? We are still the same skin. Sometimes we almost practice almost the same tradition, almost the same. Just sometimes little these changes, but almost the same thing. You understand that we are still one people. So why not we unite together as one? So
that's why if you have been listening to this Kenyan professor, Patrick Lodge Itiono Lumumba.
Okay, Lumumba.
Yes, I know. He was always talking about how Africa would become one. He was always talking how Africa will unite. He was always talking about Africa, how the white use us, how France, how British, Spanish, how they use us. Why? Because in every country in Africa, the white, they have people that they are working for them.
Yes.
that they are giving them information
Report.
what is happening in that country.
Country.
You see,
Yes.
that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yes. Sometimes they use our leaders here.
Yes,
They use
yes,
our leaders here
they
to
use
get
our
those.
leaders,
They use
yes.
our leaders here.
They use our leaders.
Yes.
So this thing is really, really affecting us.
Yes.
We need to wake up.
I see no reason why African Union will be doing meeting and they don't do it in Africa. You understand? Our African leaders, anytime they want to meet up, they don't meet up in Africa. They go to Europe to meet. Is it that we don't have any space that will accommodate them in Africa here?
Because we are not important. We are not important.
I'm so happy for what you have shared. I don't know what you're waiting for. You've seen this video. This is the time for you to support. At this point in time, support this goal. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment and share it to your friends so that this message will spread to other people. See, it's a global message we are preaching. We are changing the narrative. This is not just that kind of content you see. We are trying to push out positive content to people out there. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Thank you. So in conclusion, do you have any other thing you want to say to them? Do you have anything you want to say?
So what I have to say to them is that we need to wake up.
Yes.
And work and see how we work together and build Africa.
Thank you very much, sir.
Because Africa is our heritage.
It's our
Africa
home.
is our home.
It's our pride.
Our pride.
Yes.
So we need to wake up and work for this country.
All right. Thank you very much for granting me this opportunity to meet you. I'm so happy to meet you. Marvel of the East. Thank you.